R. Mike over in Brunswick. Got you in and out, Mike. Thanks for checking. And after we have KE8 Jeremy, KD8VYT Russ, KE8TQR Keith, and KF8ADQ. There we go. About 3 minutes left. I'm going to touch base again with Chuck here, WB4AIZ. This is KE8VZA. I know you checked in and out. I just wanted to just say hi to you, and how are things down in Florida? KE8VZA returning. Chuck must have gone QRT there. That's all right. I have a little over 2 minutes left. If you'd like to, if there's anyone out there who would like to get checked in before the pre-show starts, that's fine. I'm here, ready to log, so give me a call.
Alpha 8, Charlie Tango, AA8CT, Craig and Steve.
Whiskey Alpha 8, Kilo Oscar Charlie, WA8 KOC Fred Akron.
All right, we'll pick it up there. This is KE8VZA returning. Let's see, we picked up Alpha 8, Charlie Tango, Craig, and Whiskey Alpha 8, Kilo Oscar Charlie Fred. Hey Fred, are you going to stick around for the show tonight, or are you going to get your parking validated and be on your merry way?
Hey, good evening to you, Eric, my pal Craig there, and everyone else in here on the net enjoying the net this evening. I'm just going to get my parking ticket validated and bug on out of here. It's going to be a little bit of a chaotic week for me, so I'm going to get some rest this evening. But thanks for letting me check in early, and I hope you guys have a really wonderful net. 7-3 to all of you. And if anybody's interested, Dick Wilson, K8MX, is in the hospital recuperating from cellulitis, and I guess he may be released Tuesday to go into physical therapy and then on his way back home. But just an update. Take good care of yourself. Talk to you soon, 7-3. KE8VZA, WA8 KOC.
The BeaconNet, a gathering of hams from around the world, will start on the system in 30 minutes. Come join us.
QST. This is Kilo Echo 8, Victor Zulu Alpha, KE8VZA. My personal here is Eric, Echo Romeo India Charlie. This is the BeaconNet pre-show on the W8WKY repeater in Doylestown, Ohio, 147 Mark 390, positive offset with a PL zone of 114 Mark 8. We meet here every Sunday and Wednesday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern, begins at 9:30. And I just want to follow up with WA8KOC. Got you in the log here at In and Out Fred, and thanks for checking in. I'm sure we'll hear you on the barometer net this week. So we'll clear with WA8KOC, and I'm going to take a break for time here, and we will start our Mickey Mouse roll call. KE8VZA returning. This repeater can also be connected to on Allstar. Our node number is 48496. And via Echolink W8WKY-R. This is a controlled pre-net, so I ask that all traffic pass-through net control, yours truly. And emergency or urgent traffic, feel free to break in at any time. At this time, I'll take a break for any urgent or emergency traffic. KE8VZA returning. We're going to go ahead and start our Mickey Mouse roll call. And I'm keying in a couple stations I see that are connected here. First off, let's go up to our net control station for the evening at the top of the hour, and that will be KE8QKO, Nick at Night. Nick, are you out there yet, and how are you?
KE8VZA, KE8QKO. Good evening, Eric. Good evening, everyone on the net. I'm here. I'm standing by for the start of the net. So I guess with that, I'll talk to you again at 10 p.m. And I'll be clear. Thank you, Eric.
All right, very good, Nick. Good to hear you tonight. You're sounding good. We'll clear with KE8QKO, and next on the list is Dustin, KD8EPC, who has no responsibilities whatsoever tonight. Hi, Dustin. How are you? I hope you're out there. And are you going to stick around for the big show tonight?
KE8VZA and the BeaconNet pre-show. Well, good evening, Eric. All is well in the world here. Kind of foggy, drizzly, rainy here in Northeast Ohio, but that's all that's going on here. We're going to try our best to hang around, but I won't promise anything there. With that, this is KD8EPC at control.
All right, Dustin, very good. I know sometimes gravity can have a very profound effect on the eyelids. Hey, that's just the way it goes. So we'll leave you on the list here, of course. And if gravity has overcome the ability to keep your eyelids open, no problem. So we'll clear with KD8EPC, and next we'll go down to see if Just Nick is out there. Also no responsibilities whatsoever. KD8SLG. How are you, Just Nick? How's the recuperation going? And are you going to stick around for the big show tonight?
KE8VZA, this is KD8SLG. Good evening, Eric and all the Beacon netizens. Well, yeah, I'm gonna do my best to stick around. I didn't make it through the Josh and Lucy show on Wednesday night, I don't think. But with me, it's not the gravity, it's the oxys. I'm gonna do my best, man. Have a good night. KD8SLG, back to that control. W8WKY.
All right. Yes, I guess there must be an allowance for prescription meds there when they are in effect. So anyway, hope you are indeed feeling a little bit better each day, Nick. And it's good to hear you. I guess you said you're sticking around. We'll leave you on the list. If you're there, you're there. If you're not, you're not. And next, we'll clear with KD8SLG for now and go down to W8HRF Josh. How you doing, Josh? Also, no responsibilities whatsoever. Are you out there, and are you going to stick around for the big show tonight?
KE8VZA and the BeaconNet pre-show, W8HRF. Good evening, Eric. Thanks for running the pre-show. Thanks to Nick for running the big show. I'm going to cash in my no responsibilities whatsoever card tonight. I'm going to hit the hay. I think I overexerted myself a little bit yesterday when splitting wood, so I am exhausted, and I'm going to head off, finish my beds on the air activation here, and say 7-3 to everybody. So have a good night, and thanks for giving me a call. KE8VZA, W8HRF, 7-3 all. Have a good night.
right, Josh. No problem cashing in the no responsibilities whatsoever coupon there. And yeah, I know how it goes when you overexert yourself powering through something, and yeah, you pay for it for the next couple days maybe. Anyway, make sure you turn in your BOTA log to, I think Chuck is the coordinator, KB8LJ. He might want that for the record. Anyway, we'll clear with W8HRF, and we'll go down and see if Lucy, KE8YUK, is out there. And how you doing, Lucy, if you are? And are you going to stick around for the big show tonight?
KE8VZA, KE8YUK. Hi, everybody. I'm probably going to be in and out. I may have no responsibilities on the net, but I have plenty of responsibilities in my own home. So I got to make sure that I take care of that since Betty is finally in bed. She stayed up super late, and been making sure Josh is doing all right. So probably going to knock out some chores and maybe wind down to the book or frustrate myself by trying to learn how to crochet. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I hope everybody has a good net. I hope those who are not feeling well feel better soon, especially AMX. I hope he gets out pretty soon and is on the mend pretty quick. And that's pretty much it for me. We'll catch you guys up. I have to figure out if I'm doing the pre-show this Wednesday or next Wednesday. We think it's this Wednesday, but I should double check. But looking forward to the Beacon Net as always. So have a good Beacon Net tonight, and we'll see you all on Wednesday. KAYK back to KAVK. Oh no, I finally did it. BZA. God bless everybody.
All right, Lucy, no problem. I think everyone knows what you mean, right? Well, crocheting, I think, is safer than knitting because the needles don't have those sharp points on them, if I remember correctly, or the crochet hooks. Anyway, be careful, and say hi to Betty in the morning. Tell her the Beacon Net missed her. Maybe not. That might be an incentive for her to stay up. You be the judge. Anyway, good to hear you tonight, Lucy. 73, got you in and out. We'll clear with KE8YUK and roll on down to KI5DAY. Alan, are you out there yet? And how's Larry?
KI5DAY in the net, and yes, Larry's fine. He's a little bit of a tummy ache, though. He ate too much fiber. My neighbor was bringing in the groceries the other day, and they dropped a little bag of those little baby carrots. And boy, they're loaded with fiber, and he tore into them like ugly on an ape. And made a mess, boy. I had to leave him outside for half the afternoon to get him back to normal. But anyway, all is good. Yeah, I'm here, and I've got a alternate trivia, and I think it's a very lovely question for tonight. So KI5DAY, standing by.
All right, Alan, good to hear you tonight. Good to hear Larry. Hope his bout of too much fiber has cleared itself. It sounds like it has. So we're anxiously awaiting the unveiling of the alt trivia question here in a little bit. So we'll clear with KI5DAY, and next I'm going to read off who's here, and we'll take a few more check-ins, and then we'll work the list. So we had N7VAN, Brian, who was mobile and checked in and out. Thanks, Brian, 73. WB4AIZ, Chuck, down in Florida, who was in and out tonight, 73, Chuck. And then after that is K5CFY in the customary 10th slot, and KE8ZRY, Jeremy, KD8VYT, Russ, KE8TQR, Keith, N8WHR, Mike, who was in and out tonight, 73, Mike, thanks for checking in, and KF8ADQ, Joe, AA8CT, Craig, WA8KOC, Fred, who was in and out tonight, 73, Fred, and W3ETB, Eddie, I picked you up from the blue screen, as I did KE8YUG, Josh, and KF8ANS, Marie, and AB8MO, Andy, and KI5TAQ, all from the blue screen. So Are there any other stations that would like to check in before we work this list? Please call now.
Kilo Echo 8, Zulu Zulu Romeo, KE8 ZZR, Harry and Wadsworth.
KE8 VZA, WV3K, Phil Uncle Fulton. Hello, Eric, and you have a real nice net this evening. I have no traffic, and just enjoy your net. And I'm going to be getting ready for a visit at the VA tomorrow. So you take care, and 7-3 to all. God bless. WB3K clear.
Here is November uniform 5 Delta, like a nickel under $5.
This is Kilo Juliet 5, India Tango Kilo, Scott, Waco, Texas.
This? Well, good evening, Net Control. Who is Net Control? QKO, KCFQV, good evening. KCFQV.
Kilo 4 Oscar Golf, K4OG down in Kentucky.
All right, I'll pick it up there. All right, here we go. Nice and orderly. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. We picked up KE8 ZZR, Harry. WV3K, Philip, who's in and out tonight. 73, Phil. It's good to hear you. Hope everything goes well at the VA tomorrow. KD8OTQ, Scott. I took the liberty of picking you up from the blue screen. NU5D, nickel under $5, Steve. Gotcha. In the next station, I think I got it right. KJ5, India, Tango, Quebec. I don't think I got that right. If you could confirm your call sign, KJ5 station.
W8WKY. Yeah, sorry, it's Kilo Juliet 5, India Tango Kilo, KJ5 ICK, Scott, Waco, Texas.
Thank you, Scott. I appreciate it. One of these days I'll get your call sign correct. I'm getting closer. Thank you. After that was Mark, KC8FQV, and then, so that was Mark, Northern Mark. So then we have Middle Mark, Kilo 4 Oscar Golf, who's in there. All right, let's go work this list. Ray, K5CFY, how are you tonight? And are you going to stick around for the big show? K5CFY, this is KE8VZA. Are you out there, Ray? And are you going to stick around for the big show tonight? All right, he was in the blue screen. He probably ran down the hall for a minute. So we'll keep him there. We'll circle back. KE8ZRY, Jeremy. How you doing tonight, Jeremy? And are you going to stick around for the big show?
KE8VZA, this is KE8ZRY. Good evening to you, and everybody is checked in so far. I am going to stay for the big show. I'm doing fairly well, just doing some relaxing, trying to get ready to start this next work week. So I'm going to stick around for the big show and have some fun with you all. This is KE8ZRY, passing it back over to Net Control.
before the week starts. So good job. So we got you on the list, sticking around. We'll clear with KE8ZRY and go on down to Russ, KD8VYT. How you doing tonight, Russ? And are you going to stick around for the main net?
Yeah, I'm going to stick around. I'm sitting here working on a project. So I'll be here, KD8VYT.
All right, Russ, very good. Good to hear you tonight. Hope the project goes well. Got you on the list, sticking around. Next is Keith, KE8TQR. How you doing, Keith? And are you going to stick around for the big show tonight?
KE8VZA, this is KE8TQR. Good evening, Eric. Thanks for taking my check-in. And yeah, I'm going to stick around for a while, say hello to everybody, play a little trivia, and see what happens. With that, I'll pass this back to pre-net control, KE8TQR.
All right, very good, Keith. Got you on the list is sticking around. We'll clear with KE8TQR. And once again, I am KE8VZA with the BeaconNet pre-show on the W8WKY repeater in Doylestown, Ohio. And we're going through our list of check-ins here before the BeaconNet starts at the top of the hour. And next on the list is N8WHR Mike, who checked in and out. 73 Mike, thanks for checking in. And after that is KF8ADQ Joe. I think you said you were sticking around. Is that right? And how you doing tonight?
This is KF8ADQ. I am sticking around, and I am doing wonderful.
Good to hear it, Joe. And thanks for checking in. Got you on the log, sticking around. We'll clear with KF8ADQ. Go down to AA8CT. Craig, how you doing tonight, Craig? And are you going to stick around for the big show?
KE8VZA, Eric, AA8CT. Good evening. I'm going to stick around to the big. I definitely will stick around long enough to give you my answers to the trivia questions. I don't know that I'll be around long enough to hear the trivia answers. But I've got a question for you. Did you see your shadow? With that, AA8CT back to KE8VZA, Eric. Have a good evening, and thank you for running the net, the pre-net.
Very good, Craig. Good to hear you. I officially did not see my shadow today. There was no sunlight. There really wasn't enough light to cast a shadow during the day. I did check. But thanks for asking. So that might be contrary to Puxatawny Phil or Buckeye Chuck, but hey, it's the fact. So good to hear you tonight, Craig. We'll clear with AA8CT, and next is WA8KOC Fred, who checked in and out, 73 Fred, and then W3ETB Eddie. I picked you up from the blue screen. How you doing, Eddie? And are you going to stick around for the big show tonight?
Yeah, hi there, Eric. To quote Dreyfus on the Pink Panther, on every day and every way, I'm doing better and better. But actually, it is that way right now. Let's see what the weather station says. The weather station says 35 degrees, so here in Annapolis, Maryland, it's a little bit cool out there. So, yeah, I've been inside all day long. I didn't go out except for a couple of times when I opened the patio door to dump some trash and do some recycling. But other than that, staying inside. And yeah, I'm going to stick around so I can get the trivia questions and give my answers. Hopefully, there at least might be get one right, one wrong. Who knows? Back to you there, Eric. W3TV, back to that.
All right, Eddie, good to hear you, and may the odds be ever in your favor with the trivia. So we'll clear with W3ETB. Next is KE8YUG. Josh, how you doing tonight? Are you going to stick around for the big show?
KE8VZA, this is KE8YUG. Good evening, Eric. Great to hear you. And, yep, I'll be sticking around and looking forward to it. Good to be here, and certainly good to hear you. I'll send it back to Prenet Control. This is KE8YUG.
All right, Josh, very good. Good to hear you. Sounding good tonight. So we'll clear with KE8YUG, sticking around, and go down to KF8ANS, Marie. How you doing tonight, Marie? And are you going to stick around for the big show?
K8VZA, this is KF8ANS. Hi, Eric. Good to hear you tonight. Yes, I stayed up late tonight, and I will be sticking around. Thanks for app on the blue screen, too. That's much appreciated. This is KF8ANS, back to Prenet Control.
All right, Marie, good to hear you tonight. Got you on the log, sticking around. We'll clear with KF8ANS. This is KE8VZA with the BeaconNet pre-show. And next on the list is Andy, AB8MO. How you doing, Andy? And are you going to stick around for the main net?
All righty. Got a little chop on your signal for all of a sudden. I'm not sure why. I'm sounding okay. And it's not digital, it's analog U. Like an analog anonymous, like the net that Alan's running apparently. Yeah, I'll stick around. I'm doing some phone shopping. Wasn't gonna buy a phone. I was gonna look for a phone this sometime this year, but it looks like the price of phones is gonna go up here in a couple days. So do a little phone shopping now while I still can. Back she comes. K8VZA, not to be confused with VKA. This is AB8MO.
W8WKY.
Right, Andy. VKA, VZA, whatever it takes. Anyway, good to hear you tonight. Your signal is very good, coming through, good audio. Thanks for checking in. Got you on the log. Good luck with the phone shopping. We'll clear with AB8MO and go down to Taco Tim, KI5TAQ. How you doing tonight, Tim? And are you going to stick around for the big show?
Oh, good evening there, Eric. This is KI5TAQ, Taco Tim. Yeah, I'll stick around for the big show tonight. Just messing around with a badge that has my call sign lit up in lights too. So I'll let you get on down the list. This is KI5TAQ.
Lit up in lights. All right, Tim. It's big time now. We'll clear with KI5TAQ. Got you on the log, sticking around. And next is KE8ZZR, Harry. How you doing tonight, Harry? And are you going to stick around for the main net?
KE8VZA, this is KE8ZZR. Good evening, Eric. Nice job lining up everybody on the pre-net. And yes, I will be sticking around for the big show. So I'll turn it back to you. KE8ZZR clear.
All right, very good, Harry. Good to hear you tonight. We'll clear with KE8ZZR. Next was WV3K Philip, who checked in and out tonight. 73 Phil. And after that, KD8OTQ Scott. Now that I got your call sign correct, are you going to stick around for the big show tonight? KD8OTQ. Scott, are you out there, or are you going to stick around for the Beaconette tonight? All right, I saw him in the blue screen. We'll circle back for Scott. Next is NU5D Steve down in Gatesville, Texas. How you doing, Steve? And are you going to stick around for the main net tonight?
Well, howdy, Eric and the rest of the net. I believe I'm going to, the law of gravity is fixing to arrest me. Nancy, YUK, I did receive my copy of God Comes to Murderer's Row. Started reading that. This afternoon was a balmy 79, as in 1 degree warmer than the folks in Florida afternoon. And unfortunately, the rattlesnake saw his shadow. So I think we're going to have 6 more weeks of 70s and 80s. 7-3, great net. I'll listen as I can. And thank you, Eric. NU5D, like a nickel under $5.
The rattlesnake, that's a good one there, Steve. Well, at least you can push off the 3-digit temperatures for a little while longer. That's good news. We'll clear with NU5D. And, Steve, did you say you were going to be in and out tonight?
That is correct, Eric. I believe I'm going to pass on the trivia, but y'all got a great net, and I'll listen as I can, but probably will not participate. 7-3.
All right, Steve, thanks for checking in. Got you on the log in and out. We'll clear with NU5D. And next on the list is KJ5 India Tango Kilo. I got it right, I think. Scott in Waco, Texas. How you doing, and are you going to stick around for the main net tonight?
Roger that, Eric. You got it right. Absolutely right. No, I'm going to be in and out. But I wanted to give a shout out to Steve and U5D. He's just a wealth of information and help, and definitely helped me out as a new ham. So everybody out there locally here in Central Texas, just want to shout out to him. He's a great guy, wealth of information, and a really, really, really friendly ham. Reach out to him if you need some help. KJ5, I'll be clear.
All right, Scott, very good. Welcome to the ham community. And yes, Steve seems like a very experienced ham and a good resource for knowledge. And welcome addition with the Texas stations that have been recently joining the net. So thanks. And we got you down here in and out. And we'll clear with KJ5ITK. And next is Mark, Northern Mark, KC8FQV. How you doing tonight, Mark? And are you going to stick around for the main net?
All right, yeah, KC8FQV. Well, you have to when you're an ambassador. You have to stick around. So, yeah, I'll be around. Yeah, we had a little snow today, because when I went out, it was snowing, and I went out about 5, and my footprints are still in the snow when I looked out later. So we'll be around for the net tonight. Yeah, we did a lot of the nets tonight. I stopped around, so we'll stay around for this one, too. So we'll send it back to the net control in case KC8FQV, them guys down in Texas is one to say, hey, there's the ambassador. So KC8FQV, back to net.
Okay, Mark, very good, and good job as the ambassador of the Sarah Nets. It's greatly appreciated. We have you on the log here, sticking around. We'll clear with KC8FQV and go down to Middle Mark, K4OG down in Kentucky. How you doing, Mark? And are you going to stick around for the big show?
KE8VZA, K4OG here. Good evening, Eric. Yes, sir, we are going to stick around, trivia question, and give you some right answers, I hope. Yeah, we're just Kentuckying and doing taxes because she no longer wants to do anything like that. So, I'm just warming up for tax season. K4OG, back to net.
All right, Mark, very good. Thanks for joining us from down there, and hope the taxing goes okay. Hope it's not too taxing. There you go. Yeah, I got to get rolling on ours too at some point. Anyway, we'll clear with K4OG. Got you on the log, sticking around, and that brings us to the bottom of the list. If you're waiting to check in, Nick at Nite, when he gets the net going here, will take some more check-ins. So at this point, speaking of Nick at Nite, we're going to turn over the reins to KE8QKO. This is KE8VZA. Nick, the net is yours.
Thank you, Eric. Fine business on the pre-show. Good evening and welcome to the Beacon Net. My name is Nick. My call sign is KE8QKO, Kilo Echo 8, Quebec, Kilo Oscar, and I will be net control for the evening. The Beacon Net meets every Sunday and Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time here in the WAWKY repeater, 147 Mark 390, positive offset with a PL total of 114 Mark 8, Allstar Node 48496, and Echolink WAWKY-R. This is direct net, so all traffic must pass through net control. We are linked in with our friends in Oklahoma, the Fireside Network, and various other repeaters, so we ask you to key for a couple of seconds before and after you transmit so we hear everything you've got to say. Before we start taking check-ins, if there is any emergency or priority traffic, please call now.
W8WKY.
All right, nothing heard there. Any stations that have not already checked into the pre-show that would like to check into the Beacon Net, please say your call sign phonetically, followed alphabetically, along with your name and location.
JB, Manitoba, fish what time? Sipping Waco.
This is Kilo 6 Kilo Juliet Victor, Kilo 6 Kilo Juliet Victor, Kevin in Valley Springs, California.
Net control, please check in Kilo India 5, Romeo Foxtrot India, KI5 RFI, Mac in Arkansas.
All right, that's an orderly list there, though I do have some questions. First, we have AF5JB, who is short time. We'll get to you here in just a minute, Matt. I'm probably going to read the trivia questions, and then I'll call out for you. Can you come back so you can wait for that? AF5JB, are you able to wait for the trivia questions to be read, or do you need to be taken before the trivia?
It's probably taken out, but that's okay.
Okay, I'm going to come right back to you because I have one station I need to get a call sign out of them. So I'm going to run through this list that I've got, and then I'll come straight back to you before we get the trivia read. So after Matt, there was somebody, I believe I heard Travis in there. I don't know if it was the city or the name, but I did not get a call sign at all. I think maybe you keyed up and started talking. Like I said in the preamble, you have to key up, hold for a second or two, and then start talking. Otherwise, you get cut off. So that second check-in, if you can come back with your call sign phonetically and alphabetically, I would appreciate it.
This is Kilo Juliet 5, Hotel India Juliet. That's KJ5HIJ, Joseph and Waco.
All right, thank you, sir. I have KJ5HIJ, Joseph. Thanks for checking in there. Then I had K6KJV and KI5RFI, Kevin and Mac, respectively. So let's go up and talk to Matt, AF5JV. Matt, take it away.
Well, I appreciate it. Getting to you and everybody else that had on the net. It's kind of the hanging weekend's kind of the same old. Got around to Saturday morning, got that done, and then took a little power nap, got back up, and went down laundry, got done with that. Oh yeah, got me a CPAP machine to help me breathe, so that's always a good thing. And then got the laundry done, and then went to the Investors to play Pac-Man Battle Royale, some cruise and blast. That's a race car game. It's pretty fun. And went to Hard Rock, had hamburger. Had pretty good. Went home and played some Miss Pac-Man and Puzzle Bobble and a couple of other games. Had me a beer and went to bed. Just my Saturday night. And it's kind of taking it easy all day and get ready for start of the week. But that was a nice day today. It's currently 60 degrees here in Tulsa, so this time of year for sure. It's supposed to be 75 degrees tomorrow, so great. Other than that, that's what I got. You guys have a good, safe week, and thanks for having me on. City 3, and I'll catch you all next time. And this is AFIJB Matt, City of Tulsa, Oklahoma. Back to control, and thank you so much for your time.
All right, thank you, Matt. Stay safe on the road tonight. Thanks for checking in there. I don't usually get to hear you at the start of the net, so that's kind of a good thing to start to get checked in there tonight. Appreciate it, and we'll talk to you again later. This is KEQKO on the WWQR repeater 147 Mark 390, positive offset with a PL tone of 114 Mark 8. And we're going to talk to our trivia masters. We're going to start with K8BZA Eric to get the primary question read for us. Eric, take it away.
KE8QKO in the group. This is KE8VZA with the main trivia question. Here we go. What magician of iron engineer designed the skeletal framework for the Statue of Liberty? Your options are Alpha, Gustav Eiffel, Bravo, John Rennie, Charlie, John Smeaton, or Delta, Squire Whipple. I'll take a break and read it again. KE8BZA returning with the main trivia. What magician of iron, in quotes, engineer designed the skeletal framework for the Statue of Liberty? Your options are Alpha, Gustav Eiffel, Bravo, John Rennie, Charlie, John Smeaton, or Delta, Squire Whipple. I'll put this in the blue screen in a minute. KE8VZA, back to net control.
All right, thank you, Eric, for a fine trivia question. Let's go down and talk to KI5DAY Alan to get the alternate question read. Alan, take it away.
KI5DAY. Wow, I'm still recovering there from Andy's, from his trivia, those names. My goodness, but I'm thinking legally I'm going to get mine changed to Squire Whipple. I like that. That's awesome. What was I going to do? Oh, yeah, I was going to give the alternative trivia question. I forgot. So let me put that here on the screen, and I will read that as soon as I let the repeater drop and come back. Okay, sorry about that. There was a hesitation, but I'm back. Here is tonight's alternative trivia question. It has to do with one of my favorite things, birds. Which one of these bird species has a special survival technique of making other birds regurgitate their food to get free meals for themselves? Let me read that again. Which one of these bird species has a special survival technique of making other birds regurgitate their food to get free meals for themselves? Is it A, the Eurasian hoopos, B, the magnificent frigate bird, C, the Amalasic keech, or D, the corn warbler beanhawk? Let me let this drop.
W8W.
Again, your choices for which one of these birds makes other birds puke in the air to get their food. Is it A, the Eurasian hoopos, B, the magnificent frigate bird, C, the Amalasic keech, or D, the corn warbler beanhawk? KI5DAY, back to net.
All right. Well, that's an interesting question there, Alan. I'll have to think about it. Thanks for it, though. Okay. And let's go through and start talking to people. We have some check-ins here. We have two stations here that are in and out. That's N7BAN and WB4AIZ, which takes us down to K5CFY. Ray, how you doing, sir? And what do you have for the beacon net tonight?
Hey, QKO in the net, K5CFY. Wow, that's a bunch of good trivia questions tonight. I'm going to go with D on the first one, because I kind of like the sound of that. And for Alan's, I'm going to go with A. Anyway, that's mine for tonight. Thanks for doing the net there, and wave a hand at your net logger there, doing a great job. I'll say 73, everybody, but we'll hang around and listen. K5CFY.
All right. Thank you, Ray. Got your answer down there for Delta and Alpha. Thanks for checking in there in 73, sir. Next, we go down to K8ZRY. Jeremy, how you doing? What do you have for the beacon net tonight?
KE8QKO, this is KE8ZRY. Good evening to you and everybody who's checked in on the beacon net. Tonight, it's all about relaxing, getting ready for the week. Playing with QRZ though, trying to upload some images from a antenna system that I put together over the summer, and it doesn't like them. So trying to come up with alternate ways and get around that. But outside of that, tonight is going pretty well. For the trivia, my answer is going to be Bravo and, wait a minute, nope, Alpha and Bravo. Got kind of confused there, but with that, I will pass it back over to Net Control. This is KE8ZRY, saying 73s. Everybody, have a good evening.
All right. Thank you, Jeremy. Good luck getting those photos uploaded. And we have your answers down for Alpha and Bravo. Next, we have KD8VYT. Russ, I don't hear you on here much. Russ, how you doing tonight?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good. I've been spending more time in this room working on soldering projects. I am so bored in this house. Anyway, my answers are, let's see, for Alan's question, I'm going to say B, the magnificent frigate bird, because my wife says she saw one before. And the other one, I don't have a clue, so I'm just going to say A, I think was Eiffel. So that's probably not it, but we'll see. All right, KD8VYT 73.
All right, thank you, Russ. Good luck on your soldering project, and we got your answers down there for Alpha and Delta. I look forward to hearing from you in the future. Next, we have K8TQR. Keith, how you doing, sir? What do you have for the beacon net tonight?
KE8QKO, this is KE8TQR. Good evening, Nick. Fine job you and Eric are doing tonight running the net. Do appreciate you both. And good evening to everyone else here on the net tonight. Trivia questions, let me get them out of the way because I know I'll forget them. I'm going to go for the main trivia question, I'm going to go B, Bravo. I'm thinking it might be A, but no, I'm going to go B, Bravo on that one. And for the alternate trivia, I'm going to go C, Charlie. So it's Bravo and Charlie for my answers, and I'm sticking to it. I had a quiet day here at the QTH. Did do a shopping this morning, and then I spent the rest of the day down here in the shack getting it rearranged and moved things around a little bit because I got the new amplifier the other day, the Mercury 3S, and it looks really good next to all my radios. I did work with that a little bit because I'm still trying to understand it and what it's supposed to do, and luckily it's got some systems in it to keep Keith from making too many big mistakes and letting the magic smoke out, so there is that. It's very user-friendly, which is good for me because I'm a terrible user. Other than that, I just want to wish everyone a great work week. I know you're all going to go out there, and we got some weather coming in. It's going to be warm one day, cold the next, so just be careful out there as you're on the highways and byways. Everyone have a great week. This is KE8TQR, and I'll send it back to Net Control. 7-3 all.
All right, thank you, Keith. We got your answers down there for Bravo and Charlie. It's good to hear you, and thanks for checking in with us there. And real quick, this is K8QKO and the WWKY repeater 147 Mark 390 positive offset with a PL tone of 114 Mark 8. Our next station here is In and Out. That's N8 WHR Mike. That takes us down to KF8 ADQ Joe. How you doing, Joe? What do you have for the beacon net tonight?
This is KF8 ADQ. I am doing wonderful. I have been trying out a new digital mode this week and having some fun. Been playing with Vara AC. It's I guess a text-based chat digital protocol with some really good error correction. So it works pretty well on some weak signals. I made some really interesting contacts with it. I actually made a contact and had a conversation with a person on a cargo ship. So he was out in the middle of the ocean and was still able to hold a QSO with Vara AC. So it's for me, I've been on the 40-meter and 20-meter band making contacts on that. So if you're someone who likes to play the digital modes, I do recommend Vara AC. Similar to what the last gentleman said, I've tried getting my shacks cleaned up. I've been trying all day to get things straightened out, but I'm getting a little overwhelmed with trying to get things straightened out. I'm trying to move everything off of a table into a cabinet and rewire and make it all look clean and pretty, but it seems like I'm spinning my feet, so I just need to do one thing at a time. As for the trivia, I'm going to go with Alpha and Charlie. I do believe Eiffel had something to do with the Statue of Liberty. I'm pretty sure on that one, and I have no idea about birds, so I'm just going to guess Charlie. So other than that, I'm going to say KF8 ADQ. Back to net. Thanks.
All right, thank you, Joe. Got your answers down there for Alpha and Charlie. Thanks for checking in with us. Next, we have AA8CT, Craig. How you doing, Craig? And what do you have for the beacon net tonight?
KE8QKO, AE8CT. Good evening, Nick. Not a whole lot. Answers of, I'm going to guess, and then I'm going to really guess, so they're going to be Alpha and Bravo. And because you've got a pretty good, I'm not going to hang on here too long. Did you see your shadow today? And with that, I'm going to turn it back to you. This is AAHCT on the side and listening. Have a great day, and thank you for doing the net.
You know, I didn't really look. Maybe so I guess no, I didn't see my shadow today. But anyway, thanks for checking in there, Craig. We have your answers down for Alpha and Bravo. Our next station, WA8KOC, is in and out, which takes us down to W3ETB. Eddie. How you doing, Eddie? And what do you have for the beacon net tonight?
W8WKY.
Yeah, hi, Nick. Well, I've actually been trying to do some research on the amateur radio satellite things. I found that kind of interesting. And I have one of those BTEC, actually BTECH, BTEC, or Baofeng BTEC, radio 6x2 Pro radio handheld. And they just came out with a firmware update on it that actually allows you to be able to track satellites. And I thought it was kind of interesting because at first when I did it, the firmware update and everything, looked at it, I thought maybe it would just actually, track the satellite and not really allow you to make communication with them. But today I found out that not only can you predict where the satellite would be, but you can actually make contact with it, with the program, with the, I don't know what you call it. Anyway, you can track them and you can make contact as well. So, but I had already programmed a lot of the other stuff in there for the ISS and some of the other satellites that I saw on the internet that hams could use. So anyway, that's basically what I've been doing as far as fooling around with ham radio. And as far as the questions goes, the first thing that popped in my mind on the main one was A, and I said, okay, well, maybe that's probably what it should be. And for Alan's question, actually, it should be an answer for E, Larry the Rubber Chicken, because I think that would be probably the right answer to that after eating all those Funyuns there, Alan. I can imagine the chicken throwing up, anyway. I'll turn it back to you before I have a laugh attack here, as my wife says. So we'll talk to you later, 73. Have a great evening, and this is W3 TV. I'm now turning back to Nat.
All right, thank you, Eddie. Did I catch your? Oh, there they are. Alpha and Echo for your trivia answers. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. It's good to hear you. Next, we have K8YUG, Josh. How you doing, Josh? What do you have for the beacon net tonight?
K8QKO, this is K8YUG. Well, good evening, Nick. Good to talk to you. Great being here, and good hearing from everybody hanging out in the blue screen. I'll get to the trivia first. I'm going to go B Bravo for both main and alternate. I'm going to go B Bravo, and I may or may not have looked at somebody else's sheet for some of those answers, but yeah, wonderful weekend here. We had a good weekend. It was productive. I built a changing table. It was pretty nice the way it all went together there. I was pretty happy. I'm kind of getting good at building some of this furniture and putting together things like that for the babies. So yeah, it's getting close too. So it's a lot of fun, and yeah, I had some good radio time today. We got I guess, newest radio we each got the TID Radio H3, the little HDs. So we've been playing with those, and yeah, it's pretty neat. I haven't even got some of the customizing yet, but we've been having a lot of fun with it. And like I said, it's good being here, good catching up with everybody. And I guess, yeah, over here in Ohio, or at least this area, we got some more winter coming from the groundhog, but always cool seeing that. And yeah, everybody take care. Nice being here, 73. I'll send it back to you. This is KE8YUG, back to net.
All right, thank you, Josh. Got your answers down there from Bravo and Bravo. And you guys on the new radios, and yeah, just loving life there. Now let's go down next and talk to your better half, KF8 ANS. Miss Marie, how you doing, ma'am? What do you have for the beacon net tonight?
K8QQ, this is KF8 ANS. Marie here. Hi, Nick. Good to hear you on this Sunday evening. Meaning another week gone, come and gone. Too fast, I think. Too fast. So first for trivia, I'm going to go B Bravo for the main and B Bravo for the alternate. So B Bravo for both. Having fun, though, watching the babies move through my clothes now, which is kind of crazy. They seem to like partying at night, and starting at like 7 p.m. at night till sometimes midnight. They're all playing partying hard, so it's kind of funny. 36 weeks today. We get to meet them soon. Super excited about that. And yeah, today they're the size of papayas. Times 2, of course, so they're big babies in the stomach there. So, feeling good though, feeling real good, and they're doing real good, so that's fabulous. So 73, everyone, and have a good week. This is KF8 ANS, back to net.
All right, thank you, Marie. Got your answers down there for Bravo and Bravo. Yeah, it's good to hear you and the babies are doing well. And yeah, you look forward to them getting to meet them for the first time. That's a great feeling. And yeah, it's just a great feeling. Anyway, thanks for checking in there, ma'am. We appreciate it. And before I go down to the next station, I'm going to identify this is K8QKO on the WWQI repeater 147 Mark 390, positive also with a PL tone of 114 Mark 8. Which is going to take us down to AB8MO Andy. How you doing, sir? And what do you have for the beacon net tonight?
KE8QKO from AB8MO. I guess you gave me plenty of time to get to the radio. I saw I was after Marie as I was sitting here. Well, I did purchase a new phone. Before the they're going to offer me $35 for my 5-year-old phone, so I guess I'll jump on it. And it cost me $192 just before the trade-in, so we'll see. I don't know why people get so enthralled about purchases and buying stuff. It kind of makes me sick to my stomach that I have to do this, but here we go. So got in before the price goes up. We'll see. So hopefully it'll last me another 5 years. We shall see. Anyhow, in other news, I will go with A for Andy on both of those. I think I'm just going to stick with the on both of them. And that's about all I got here. Good to hear everybody. Good to hear Josh and Marie. It's been a while since I think I've heard both you guys, so glad to hear you guys are doing well. And we still got plenty of snow here. A lot of people are seeing grass. That's not really the case over here yet, but be willing to bet after tomorrow we're going to start seeing some grass around here as well. That's all I got from here. Not that I had anything intelligent to say anyway, but maybe that got you a chance to go get a bottle of water or something. Thanks for picking up the show there, Nick at Night. K8QKO, this is AB8MO.
All right, thank you, Andy. We got your answers down for Alpha and Alpha. And I'll say, we've got plenty of grass showing here. And a lot of the snow's already melted. So now I get actually grass and uncleaned up leaves and things in my yard. So that's why I like it. I like when the snow's on the ground. My yard doesn't look nearly as messy when the snow's on the ground. And then the snow melts. And I'm like, oh yeah, I have to clean all that stuff up for the spring. That's how it goes, though. Thanks for checking in there, Andy. We always appreciate it. Next, we have KI5TAQ Taco Tim from Bofang, Oklahoma. How you doing, Tim? What do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
W8WKY.
Well, good afternoon, or I should say good evening, Nick. This is KI5TAQ. Let me get the trivia questions out of the way. I'm going to go Alpha and Alpha tonight. Be like a AA battery. And, of course, just resting and relaxing, talking to you guys on the radio. I got my call sign or call signs lit up in light tonight. And I'll be rested for the playground tomorrow. And I'll turn it back to net control. This is KI5TAQ.
All right, thank you, Tim. We got your answers down there for Alpha and Alpha. Thanks for checking in there. It's good to hear you. Next, we have K8ZZR Harry. How you doing, Harry? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
K8QKO, this is K8ZZR. Good evening, Nick at Night, and everybody else that's on the don't have a lot going on. It's kind of a quiet weekend. Kind of hate this time of year, sports with football winding down and not a whole lot on TV. So it is what it is, I guess. So anyways, with my trivia questions, the architect of the Eiffel Tower, not the Eiffel Tower, but I'll go with the A and B. A is an alpha, B is in boy for the alternate. Other than that, that's about it. And I'll turn it back to you. This is K8ZZR Claire.
All right, thank you, Harry. We got your answers down there for Alpha and Bravo. Thanks for checking in tonight. Next, we had WV3K in and out, and there was another station. Looks like Eric tried to get to him during the pre-show. Maybe he didn't respond. We'll call out for him now. KD8OTQ. Scott, are you up there? And do you have comments for the Beacon Net? All right, nothing heard there. Perhaps he had to step away. Our next two stations are in and out. That's NU5D and KJ5ITK. And that takes us down to KC8FQV. Mark, how you doing, Mark? What do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
Okay, Sepke. The main trivia is A, and the alternative is going to be B. So the main is A, alternative is B. I was just going to ask someone, is there a way to do text on Allstar yet? Or in DV switch? And back to net control, KSFQV. I'm just seeing a lot of things flash up, and some of them are text and that. I know connecting and unconnecting them pop up, but we'll send it back to net. So it's A and B, KSFQV.
All right, thank you, Mark. Got your answers down there for Alpha and Bravo. I don't know the answer to that question. I assume yes, because the way that because of the technology they're built on, or at least Allstar is built on. I imagine it's theoretically possible. I don't know if Allstar has a means of allowing that or accepting that through the signal or not. But yeah, I guess in theory it should be possible. Anyway, with that, let's go down and talk to K4OG. Mark, how you doing, Mark? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
Well, Nick and Nite, good evening. K4OG here. Doing great, sir. We're just down here Kentucky-teering, and yeah, I do see a text message pop up on the DV K04WCX and a bunch of numbers. It keeps repeating over and over. I wonder if it's Alan. Anyway, yeah, having fun doing mother's taxes, not mine. And my gut feeling right off the bat for the primary question was Gustav Eiffel, answer A. And my gut knee-jerk reaction right off the bat for Alan's question was the frigate bird, Bravo. So Alpha Bravo for me also. Thank you for letting me play. K4OG, back to net.
All right, thank you, Mark. Got your answers down there for Alpha and Bravo. Good luck on those taxes. All right, we already talked to AF5JB. So before we go through the rest of this list, I'm going to get the trivia questions read again in case anybody out there wants to hear them. Let's go talk to K8VZA Eric. Can you read the primary question again, sir?
KE8QKO in the group. This is KE8VZA with the main trivia question. What magician of iron engineer designed the skeletal framework for the Statue of Liberty? Options are Alpha, Gustav Eiffel, Bravo, John Rennie, Charlie, John Smeaton, or Delta, Squire Whipple. I'll put this in the blue screen again. KE8VZA, back to net control.
All right, thank you, sir. Fine trivia question. Let's go down and talk to KI5DAY Alan to get the alternate question read. Alan, take it away.
KI5DAY with tonight's alternate trivia. And as a reminder for both trivias, please don't look up the answers, just guess. It's more fun to guess, okay? A friend of mine told me to say that. Hi. Here's tonight's alternative trivia question. Which one of these bird species has a special survival technique of making other birds regurgitate their food to get free meals for themselves? I'll read the question again. Which one of these bird species has a special survival technique of making other birds regurgitate their food so they can get a free meal for themselves? Is it A, the Eurasian hoopos bird? Is it B, the magnificent frigate bird? C, the Amylasic keech? Or D, the corn warbler beanhawk? KI5DAY, back to net.
All right, thank you, Alan. And you know, that's not just a good trick for birds. That's also a really good party trick. If you're ever interested in trying to get a free meal at a party. Just, do something disgusting. You get a free meal. And thanks, Alan. Let's go talk to KJ5HIJ Yosef. How you doing, sir? What do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
This is KJ5HIJ. My trivia question, I'm going to say Charlie and Bravo. Not much going on, but yeah, I'll be here for the rest of that. It's KJ5HIJ.
All right, thank you, sir. Got your answer down there for Charlie and Bravo. Good to hear you, and thanks for checking in there. Next, we have K6KJV Kevin. I think I have a feeling I know what your answers are going to be, but I'm sure you'll let us know. How you doing, Kevin? What do you have for the Beacon Net?
Thank you very much, sir, Mr. Nick. I appreciate the handoff. This is K6KJV
here in Valley Springs, California, and hello to you and the rest of the crew and everybody else on the net. Well, trivia answers. That's pretty hard right there. Oh, you know, Alan's question right there, I was trying to figure out how I was gonna put the whoever it was that did the national prayer, because she was a crazy old bird, so she'd probably do something like that. But no, double D's. There you go, Delta and Delta. So with that, I'll shut up before I get myself and everybody else in trouble and say God bless 73 to each and every one, all y'all, your families and friends, and turn the mic over to you, sir, from K6KJV. It's all yours.
W8WKY.
All right, thank you, Kevin. Got your answers down there for double D's. Thanks for checking in there, sir. It's good to hear you. Next, we have KI5RFI Mac. How you doing, Mac? What do you have for the Beacon Net tonight? Kilo India 5, Romeo Foxtrot India, KI5 RFI Mac. Are you out there, and do you have comments from the Beacon Net?
This is Kilo India 5, Romeo Foxtrot India. Good evening. My answer to the trivia question, I'm going to go two wild guesses, Bravo and Bravo, and had a great day, beautiful day here in the Ozarks. Had baseball practice for my 10-year-old grandson's team, and it was a lot of fun. Beautiful sunny afternoon. Back to Net Control.
All right, thank you, Mac. Got your answer down there for Bravo and Bravo. Well, yeah, so coaching a baseball team sounds like a lot of fun. So thanks for checking in there. I appreciate it. Let's go talk to you, W2JLS. John, how you doing, John? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight? Whiskey 2, Juliet Lima Sierra, W2JLS. John, are you out there? Do you have comments for the Beacon Net? All right, John, I think was a blue screen check-in, so perhaps he wasn't able to stick around. Next, we're going to talk to VK2DY. Robert, how you doing, sir? Haven't heard you in a while. How's life down in Australia? Victor Kilo 2, Delta Yankee, VK2DY. Robert, are you out there? Do you have comments to the Beacon Net? All right. Looks like Robert is also maybe not available. He was another check-in from the blue screen, so maybe he's in and out. Anyway, well, I guess that puts us down at the bottom of the list. This is K8QKO on the WWQI repeater, 147 Mark 390, positive also with a PL tone of 114 Mark 8. We're ready for more check-ins, so if anyone would like to check into the Beacon Net, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location.
Victor Alpha 3, Papa India Sierra, Toronto.
India 5, Whiskey Delta Delta, KI5 WDD, Robert in Tulsa.
All right, I got 2 check-ins there. I got Victor Alpha 3, Papa India Sierra. I didn't catch your first name, sir, but I think you said you were in Toronto. And then I had KI5 WDD, Robert from Tulsa. So, let's see. I believe the VA3PIS Adrian, if that's you, please come back and with your comments for the BeaconNet.
Of the check-in tonight, so yes, this is Victor Alpha 3, Papa India Sierra. It's Adrian in Toronto. Actually, we're about 45 miles north of Toronto, but we're still here in Ontario. Thanks for the check-in, and thanks for allowing me to join the net. So the questions, we're going to go with Alpha and Charlie. Back to you.
All right, thanks for checking in there, Adrian. We have your answers down there for Alpha and Charlie, and if I'm correct, I believe this might be the first time I've seen you, at least the one I've seen you check into the BeaconNet. You're always welcome to join us. We're going to take people from everywhere, and we meet every Sunday and Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. So come on back anytime, and happy to have you. Next, let's get on to KI5 WDD. Robert, how you doing, sir? What do you have for the BeaconNet tonight?
QKO from KI5WDD. Good evening, Nick, and everybody on the net. Hope everybody's having a good weekend and enjoying our wonderful weather. And as far as the trivia questions go, I'm going to go with Alpha and Bravo. Alpha Bravo. So I'll stick with those. Thank you much for running the net. You'll have everybody have a good evening, and we'll send it back to you by net control. KI5WDD.
All right, thank you, Robert. Got your answers down for Alpha and Alpha. Thanks for checking in there. We appreciate it. Okay, is there anyone else out there who'd like to check in the BeaconNet? Please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location.
Kilo Oscar 4 Whiskey Charlie X-Ray KO4 WCX. Name is Paul, and I'm in North Carolina.
WB5 KWK Whiskey Bravo 5 Kilo Whiskey Kilo Mike in Reno, Texas.
Okay, I've got KO4 WCX, and I got WB5 KWK. Is there anyone else who'd like to check in? Please call now. All right, let's go talk to correct that, KO4 WCX. Paul, how you doing, sir? And what do you have for the BeaconNet tonight?
Good evening to everyone. This is Paul, KO4 WCX. I'm doing very well tonight. I hope everyone else is as well. This is my first time checking in on the net. I logged in earlier and then had to step away, but I did get to hear the trivia question, so I will enter in my responses. Alpha and Bravo, and that's just say hello to everybody again. I'm new around here, so hi there. This is KO4WCX, back to net control.
All right, thank you, sir. We have your answers down there for Alpha and Bravo. Thanks for checking in there. It's good to hear you. Next we have WB5KWK, Mike. How you doing, Mike? What do you have for the Beacon Net tonight? Whiskey Bravo 5, Kilo Whiskey Kilo, WB5KWK. Mike, are you out there? Do you have comments for the Beacon Net?
W8WKY.
Okay, nothing heard there. Perhaps Mike had to step away. All right, this is K8QKO on the WWKY repeater, 147 Mark 290, positive offset with a PL total of 114 Mark 8. We're ready for more check-ins. If you would like to check into the Beacon Net, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically along with your name and location. Okay, nothing heard there. Let's go talk to our net control team. K8VZA, Eric, how you doing, sir? What do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
KE8QKO in the group, KE8VZA here. Let's see, trivia, we'll get that out of the way. I'm going to abstain on the primary, obviously, and I'm going to choose alpha on the alternate trivia. So let's see, this weekend, got some stuff done around the house, and what else? A little relaxation. Saturday night, my wife and daughter and I went to see a cellist. His name is Jan Maxon. It's spelled I-A-N, but it's pronounced Jan. And he's originally from Russia. He's living in the States now, and he does a fabulous job. A lot of original music, and very good original music. And he uses a contraption called a loop, which is a recorder that has multiple tracks, and he uses that to have pieces that he records right there in front of you, and then he has them repeat, and he plays along with them as other parts of the music. It's very interesting, and he'll have like three of them going on at the same time while he's playing. It's really cool. He's on Apple Music and all the other ones too, and it's cool to listen to, but when you see it in person, it's really, really fascinating. Anyway, good time there. That's I will turn it back to net control. This is KE8VZA.
All right, thank you, Eric. While I'm here, put me down for alpha and alpha for my trivia answers. Next, we're going to go talk to KD8EPC Dustin. How you doing, Dustin? What do you have for the Beacon Net tonight? Okay, well, Dustin probably turned into a pumpkin, and that's all right. I think this next one might be out here. I saw him on the blue screen a little bit ago. Haven't seen him super recent. KD8SLG, Just Nick. How you doing, sir? How's the leg holding up?
KE8QKO, this is KD8SLG. Good evening, Nick at Night and all the Beacon Netizens. I made it tonight, Nick. I made it. Still awake. Leg's great, man. It's great. So I'm doing my 3,000 reps of exercises a day and making myself hurt over and over and over again. It's fabulous. I love it. Trivia. Alpha on the first one, and of course, can't go wrong with the Cornwaldo bean answer. Delta for the second one. That's all I got tonight, man. Fine business as always. It's fun listening to the Beacon Net, as well as being involved from time to time. KD8SLG back to net control.
All right, thank you, Nick. It's good to hear you. And I will say, I think we all look forward to your glorious return when we wait with bells on. Our next two BeaconNet stations, control stations, are in and out. That's W8HRF and K8YUK, which takes us down to KI5DAY. Alan, how you doing, sir? And what do you have for the BeaconNet tonight?
KI5DAY in the net. Hey, Nick, all this lack of sleep has finally started to catch up to me. I hadn't slept much for 3 days, and I was feeling good up until about 10 minutes ago. Now I'm starting to feel funky, wonky, but that's okay because I get an opportunity here to answer the main trivia, and I have an opportunity to say something that's almost as fun to say Cornwaldo Bean has, and that is Squire Whipple for my answer. Letter D for the main trivia, Squire Whipple. I like that. I'm going to get my name legally changed to that, quite possibly. That's a pretty cool name. But other than that, just busy week, man. It was rough at work the last few weeks. Actually, since Christmas, it's been pretty brutal. But hopefully the airplane we're on now will make some pretty good headway. And if we do, I'm going to take off next Friday so I can go up to my VFW post that evening and help out with bingo and hang out with friends up there. I was up there today doing a chili cook-off. That was a lot of fun. Actually took my sister shopping right after I went to my church this morning and took her shopping before the chili cook-off. So I'm a pretty tired puppy. And so is Larry. He's still suffering from the carrots that he ate from the neighbor's droppings. Let me rephrase that. Let me let this reset. The neighbors dropped a bag of baby carrots, and him and I helped ourselves to them, but he ate too many, so he's got an upset tummy. But anyways, yeah, I'm getting tired. My brain's on a hayride. But what else is going on? Man, I don't know. Just too many things in my head to make sense of them all. But it's been a fun net as always. It always is. I really enjoy the BeaconNet. Look forward to it every week. And man, these all trivia questions sure rattle my brains, but they're a lot of fun to come up with. And I have some interesting facts about the birds tonight, so we'll share that when it's my turn to give the answers. KI5DAY. Back to that.
All right, thank you, Alan. We have your primary answer down as Delta. Do your bird facts include any sort of bee facts? Just curious.
I did not understand what you said. To my bird facts, what did you say after that?
All right, there's a joke on the birds and the bees. I said, do your bird facts include any bee facts? So they would be combined. Anyway, well, I guess it's funnier in my head than I think it came out on the radio. But thanks, Alan. We appreciate it. I guess that's it. So this is KAQKO on the WWK repeater 147 Mark 290, positive offset with a PL tone of 114 Mark 8. We can do another round of check-ins here before we get the trivia answers. So anyone would like to check into the BeaconNet, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location. Okay, nothing heard there. Let's go get our trivia answers. K8VZA, come back with your answer, sir. KE8QKO in the group. This is KE8VZA back with the main trivia answer. So who was this magician of iron engineer that designed the skeletal framework of the Statue of Liberty? Well, he was none other than the very same man who designed the Eiffel Tower, and that was Gustav Eiffel. Yes, Gustav Eiffel. The other, let's see, little backstory on Mr. Eiffel. He was kind of called the magician of iron. He was very good at his job. He designed some of the most iconic structures of our time, including Eiffel Tower and the Statue of Liberty. And the other engineers, Rennie, Smeaton, and Alan's favorite, Whipple, were all pioneers in civil engineering as well, including work on bridges, towers, and railways, amongst other projects. So civil engineering was evolving at quite a pace in the 18th, 19th, and early 20th century
well, probably onward through the 20th century, and probably truthfully to this day. But really covered a lot of ground back then. So anyhow, there you have it. Gustav Eiffel, KE8VZA, back to net control.
W8WKY.
All right, thank you, Eric. Appreciate that primary trivia. Let's go talk to KI5DAY to get the answer for the alternate question. Alan, take it away.
KI5DAY, tonight's alternate trivia question was, which one of these bird species has a special survival technique of making other birds regurgitate their food to get free meals for themselves? Was it A, the Eurasian hoophoos? No, it was not that bird. But the Eurasian hoophoos bird actually lays more eggs than will hatch because the extra eggs, they believe, are laid so that the other baby birds will have something to eat. So they're cannibalistic. Those silly Eurasian hoophoos. I tell you, that's horrible. The actual answer is, yes, indeed, B, the magnificent frigate bird, which I think a lot of people are either avid Discovery fans or they all looked it up because most people got it right. Frigate birds are known for harassing other birds, and in the air they'll catch them and kind of shake them around, do all kinds of stuff, and even on the ground to make them. They wait till they eat. They see the other birds eat, and they mess with them and shake them around, harass them until they puke up their dinner, and it's time to eat for them. Let this drop. Sorry, my note had to ID. The third bird that I picked was the Amylasic keech. The interesting fact about the Amylasic keech is that it's a figment of my imagination. It is not a real bird. I just made that one up. Thank you very much. And, of course, the corn warbler beanhawk is more known for stealing corn from people's fields. So, with that, KI5DAY, back to next.
All right, thank you, Alan. So, the corn warbler beanhawk is an actual bird?
Well, much in line with the Amylasic keech. No, it's just a figment of my imagination as well, but it sounds interesting. Hi. KI5DAY. It's a play on corn waldobine. Back to you.
No, yeah, I got that. Just the way you said it sounded like you were implying it was an actual bird. And I was thinking, well, why didn't you go with that for a trivia question? Because that would have been amazing. Nobody would have got it right, except for the people who always answer D. Anyway, thanks, Alan. I appreciate the trivia question. Well done, as always. This is K8QKO on the WWKY repeater, 147 Mark 390, positive offset with a PL tone of 114 Mark 8. Anyone else out there would like to check in or recheck for the beacon net? We can do another round here, and you can call now.
N5AQM, Nancy 5 Avo, Quebec Mike in Chandler, Arizona.
All right, we got one more there. N5AQM Mike, how you doing, sir? And what do you have for the beacon net tonight?
I don't have a whole lot. I was just copying the mail on the side. I wasn't really paying attention to the topic of discussion, but I always like to get on the roster. Currently, it's about 50 degrees out here in Chandler, going down to about 45, 40 tonight, and we're warming up. It's going to be 80 tomorrow. So, for what that's worth. Out here in the desert southwest of Phoenix from N5AQM. Thanks for having me.
All right, well, thank you, Mike. 80 degrees tomorrow sounds fantastic. We're not going to be 80 degrees tomorrow here. I think we might get up to 50, which will be pretty darn warm for us. But it's going to drop again after that. Anyway, thanks for checking in there. I appreciate it. And I will close this thing down. On behalf of the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association, myself, K8VZA, KD8SLG, KD8EPC, KI5DAY, W8HRF, and KE8YUK, I would like to thank each and every one of you for checking in with us this evening. Come and join us on the next edition of the BeaconNet, Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time on the W8WKY repeater, Allstar Node 48496, and Echolink W8WKY-R. You are welcome to join our friends on the Barometer Net, also on the WWKY repeater every morning at 7 a.m. Eastern Time, except for Sundays. Don't forget to check out our friends on the Boredom Breaker Net every day at noon Central Time on Allstar Node 49562 and Echolink N5XQK-R. You've been listening to the BeaconNet. This is K8QKO, returning the repeater to normal and customary amateur radio use at this time, 73 all.
W8WKY. 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 W8WKY, repeater PL114.8. W8WKY.